Hello, this is a review of the Nemosine Fission fountain pen. Um, I had earlier purchased and done a review of the Nemosine Singularity fountain pen, which is this one right here. And I had liked it quite a bit, and I decided to get this Fission fountain pen. And it's not actually, if you go to the Nemosine's website, which is nemosinepens.com, you won't even find the Fission model there. So I don't know if it must be brand new or really old. So I'm not completely sure. And looking at the design, I actually cannot tell whether it's an older model or a newer model. MSRP on this I think is 48. I got it for 24. I don't know if people will pay $48 for this pen, but the box is the same. Please look at the review I did earlier for the other one, for the Singularity. As you can see, it has the initials, extra fine nib I got this time, German nib, body Taiwan, assembled in USA, 3-year perfection warranty. It has the card inside, or the pamphlet inside, which talks about the warranty, which applies even in the case of user error. So that's one of the things I kind of liked about Nemosine, which was pretty impressive for a pen in this price range to offer that kind of warranty. Compared to the Singularity, this pen is a metal pen. It's completely metal. It's, I believe, made of brass and then powder coated. I don't think this is lacquer. It could very well be, but I think it's too dull to be lacquer. This is navy blue in color. It's not. It has no marbling or no mottling. It's just a plain blue. I'm gonna call it a semi-gloss finish, so I don't believe it is lacquer. It still has the two bands similar to the Singularity, but the Singularity had a bigger band with the Nemosine name etched on it. This does not have any name etched on it. Singularity had a different clip, as you can see here, which I liked very much. It had a little cantilevered piece here, which gave it a little more extra springiness. This is more of a traditional clip. Still pretty good, I think. And this one has the N engraved into. This is actually not engraved or etched. I'm gonna say it's more like embossed or reverse embossed, if you will. The cap and barrel are rounded at the ends rather than the conical shape that we saw in the Singularity. You can see the significant difference in the glossiness of the two, even though this is plastic and the Fission is a metal. So anyway, so you open this up. It's got a chrome grip, or a section grip, I call it. Some people call it section. I think section is probably the technically correct term. I've just gotten it, so I haven't put any ink in it, so I can probably take it apart a little more than I normally do in my reviews. The barrel has some threads here at the end, and the idea is to screw post your cap, so you can get it nice and long if you like that. I don't, so I generally don't do it. I would actually think that it's very cumbersome to screw post your barrel. I would like to have if I was a writer who posted his pens, I would not get a screw post. Having said that, you may like the idea of screw posting the cap on the barrel so it doesn't go anywhere. Now, one of the things to remember is if you screw post it, you have to screw it on completely and tight. Otherwise, it'll just you can see it'll just wiggle around, and that's no fun writing. So I intend to use this pen like this. And those threads are not very sharp or anything. Even here, they're very nice soft threads, if you will, flat threads, so they don't bother your hand or anything. It's a nice longish grip section. One of the things I'd mentioned is the nib size. You can see this is a very nice proportion. I wish I had my Visconti here. It's in the office, but I find this design, proportion, whatever you want to call it, very similar to the Visconti, even though the Visconti has a very smooth transition here, no threads, it's a magnetic cap. The nib here is the same as the Nemosine Singularity, and I think I can show you the decoration on the nib a little better here, because I think my lighting is a little better. So you can see it's some odd African sort of motif. It has an N written on it right above the vent hole, and then some African motif, and says EF for extra fine, and then made in Germany, which is right by the grip here, the section. Since I don't have any ink in it, I can show you a little more. This is the nib holder. This whole assembly comes off if you unscrew this and take the cartridge converter off. Now this did not come with any cartridges, which was odd because the Singularity pen that I ordered came with 5 cartridges, which were of blue ink. So this just came with the converter, and this is probably the same in the Singularity, but this is the nib holder, and I can easily pull that out, and let's see, I can easily put that in. Don't want to mess that up, mess the alignment up. Okay, still good. Okay, same deal, number 6 nib, and the feeder has that depression, the center depression here, which says 6, which you probably can't see. So it's a feeder for a number 6 nib, which this is. I'm going to put this back in the grip section, put the feeder, the cartridge converter on. Now the cartridge converter is the same thing as the Singularity. It has the ball in it, the plastic ball, which is basically an agitator. Make sure there's no foam and air bubbles forming. So when you tap it a little bit, the ink is kind of homogeneous in the converter. So I'm actually gonna quickly fill it up with ink. I have some red Nikita ink, and the reason why I want to use red is because I use red ink for work quite a bit, and I needed an extra fine pen. I've been using a couple of fines and mediums, so let me see if I can do this real quick without spilling anything. Okay, dip, and okay, that's that. And oops, I was not well prepared. I don't have, oh, here we go. I have a little piece of tissue here handy. Let me just wipe this away. Just clean that up a little bit. Okay, let me put the ink away before I spill it. And here we go. So just put the red ink in it. And let's see if we can write something here. Nemosine Fission fountain pen. Now this extra fine is very well tuned. I think it does write a very nice extra fine. It is a little scratchy for my taste, but I think it's just it'll take a little time to get that going. But no hesitation, excellent nib. I love the size, love the proportion of the pen. There's absolutely no problem with this nib, and that's one of the reasons why I got the second Nemosine pen, because I like the first one so much. And you know, you can see I can go really fine in my line work with this. You can see that writes fairly well. It'll probably, I don't use a lot of extra fine pens, so it'll take me a little while to get used to it. But again, very nice pen, a little heavier than the plastic Nemosine Singularity. But these are, I've been very impressed with these pens for this price point. No problems, high quality converter, high quality nib, good feeder, generally simple design, and there's nothing wrong with that. Again, I'm going to compare this to the Noodler's ink pen. I think this is a much more superior pen than the Noodler's ink. So very good grades for both the Nemosine pens. As you can see, this is the extra fine pen. It wrote, I just started it up, wrote really well. No problems. Good pen, and excellent pen for this price. Hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching.